It's time to find a way with Coach Brian Barone on KGSO.
At this point of the college basketball season, a coach's role almost becomes secondary to a team's performance. Coaches have spent the entire year shaping and molding their teams into what they are today, and now we are seeing the creation they have made come to life. Teams that find a way to win in March are relying on much more than their coaches' plays or game plans. This doesn't mean that the coach's role this time of year is unimportant. Actually, it is quite the opposite. The impact a coach has on their teams is shown more than ever when the season is coming to an end. Teams that are still competing in the NCAA tournament are supposed to be here. Sure, there have been some upsets and unexpected losses. However, that doesn't mean the team that advanced isn't worthy of doing so. It means that they relied on their practice and repetition through an entire season to win and advance. Teams have played close to 40 games at this point in the season, and their tendencies have been trained and countered. Coaching staffs have put a lot of time and effort into their teams dating back nearly a year. They have laid a foundation, created a culture, and pushed their team to their limits. This time of year is when we all see what a team is truly made of. The hours of practice and preparation that have been spent all come down to these final few games. Teams that are able to find a way to make a big shot under pressure or get a huge defensive stop on the final possession of the game have been built for that moment. Executing under pressure is a common theme that we are seeing late in games the further we get into the NCAA tournament. A coach will often call a timeout when they must get a basket to tie or to win a game with limited time on the clock. There are hundreds of plays that have been drawn up since Dr. Naismith invented basketball over 100 years ago. The actual play is not nearly as important at this point in the season. The execution under pressure by 5 players who walk out of that huddle carries much more weight. A coach's role for a team is to build cohesiveness and togetherness. Teams that are winning are making plays for one another and finding different ways to get the job done. So much of coaching comes down to understanding your team and having an ability to put the different pieces together, allowing for the best success for everyone involved. The best coaches are able to get each player on their team to know their role, embrace their role, and be a star in their role. Coaches and teams that are able to put these 3 things together and execute on college basketball's biggest stage will continue to find a way to keep playing and experience the excitement of victory. I'm Coach Brian Barone, and this is your tip of the day to find a way.